Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Caitlin Clark.
Take it at the rim. Here, hesitation. You have to come. Goes her first two.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here. Handling the physicality of Benijah Lane.
Clark, step back three, knocks it down. Take a look here at a career first.
Just step back, going right, I may add. It's usually step back, going left.
Here's Clark. Trying to wheel into some space, gives it up. Fag Benley lays it in. Fourth assist for Clark.
Is with her head up here, navigating, sees that two defenders are bouncing around beautiful because it looked like she was going to take the shot last second. Or just close more quickly.
Clark zips it in fact, Benley finishes. What a dart from Caitlin Clark. Bonner gets denied by Boston. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Look at Wheeler staring to the right side, knows who's there, drop pass behind. Could be the deepest shot we've seen Caitlin Clark make as a pro. Big one.
Mitchell, guarded by Harris. Mitchell spinning, finding Clark. 5 to shoot. Clark lays it in. Tie game.
Absolutely blown the roof off.
But playing at UConn, she is used to all of this. Oh, Caitlin Clark, rookie on rookie crime right there in Mule's face. Here's Clark with it. Benley inside against the taller Mercedes Russell and still gets it to go.
Jackson calling forward and gets it. Here's Hamby on the post. Against Samuelson, stripped away, picked up by Clark. Clark, the feet underneath. Benley working against your room. What a move there. Chant of defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three.
Oop, that is.
She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big one.
Gets old.
NCAA ranks. We've got some score power on the court.
Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin Clark gets away with a little shove inside, creates that space. That's putting up some buckets.
It sure was. Top 4 scorers at the college level here in this one as Caitlin Clark, and now back-to-back buckets.
And Hamby had a clear out.
Giroux turns, ducks in. Benley stays with her. Blocked from behind. That was Clark. Now Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and bury a three. To open up the second quarter, and Clark doing it with some defense. Comes up with the block, and then Lexi Hull finds her. Fever back within 4. It's been a lot of Caitlin Clark. A steal and a bucket. This time finding her way around. Brink lobbing it inside. Hamby denied. It's 22, Caitlin Clark.
By Caitlin Clark to recognize 2 bigs, and Melissa Smith sees that she has a wide open lane to the bucket. Just a great delivery. I mean, putting it on. Horston's got to come with hands up. You can't let Clark see.
There's been many times early in this season where that has not been the case and have allowed too much dribble penetration.
Well, and it allows them. Oh, what a dime. My goodness, the pass from Clark to Katie Lou Samuelson. Had an open look from 3, didn't take it. Only 3 to shoot. Gonna have to make something happen. Clark through the lane, reverses it in, and beats the shot clock.
Like Caitlin had an opportunity to take the shot, instead drives in, and good job here after the travel to turn her back and shoulder.
It's been the second and third quarter that's been the issue for the Liberty, so let's see if they can have a better one here today as Clark finally hits her first shot of the night. chance on Wednesday.
One thing about Caitlin Clark, she's relentless. She's going to keep shooting that ball. You can still establish yourself as a leader, as a future leader for the franchise. And that takes a little bit of perspective.
Jonquel Jones, bit of a...
Here's Clark. Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it.
She's a rookie, and she's 22 years old, the same as her jersey, but those heels were right at the logo.
She wasn't going to be able to see Katie Lou after last night's game, so today, really the first time they're seeing her.
Clark, how did the
Inbounds.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Let it fly. CC.
This is fun.
For three. Again. Oh, my goodness.
We get paid.
Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a three. Knocks it down. Connecticut, second last in the league in three-point percentage, just under 29%. Clark heaves and rattles one in. Back and forth they go from deep. A gauntlet to begin her career.
No shot is too far away from the rim for Caitlin Clark. Carrington gets caught underneath the screen from Boston.
She's setting up aerial power. She's coming off a pin down. An excellent screen by Nelissa Smith. She takes a piece of Powers off the...
For Indiana, you're expecting maybe an initial surge. Clark on the drive, gets to the rim and the finish.
Really great read by Caitlin.
And Christy Sides told us we have got to find a body on Reese.
Clark gets freed up from up top. 12 points in the game. Allen gets blocked. Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark. Shovel pass Boston.
Look at that. Good stuff.
She's needed a game like this. Her last four, shooting 29% from three. Gets blocked by Clark. Feet under her shoulders and launch.
Oh, Clark from the blind side. The steal and a bucket. Wallace has had four wide open looks from three. They just haven't fallen for her. No whistle there. Van Loo thought she was fouled. Here's Clark off to the races. Ahead for Wallace.
Perfect.
Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a three.
This will be their third. Caitlin Clark asks for the ball, and that's why.
She has done throughout her career at multiple levels.
Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indiana in their last possession, but Caitlin Clark.
Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Caitlin Clark with a difficult look from deep. Indiana on an 18-3 run as Clark directs traffic. Clark lobbing it in. What a find. And Boston the finish. A delectable dime from Caitlin Clark. Boston, who also has a 15-5-5 game today. Here's Clark. Catch, fire, and connect. Fifth three of the game for Clark.
Can't get it to go. All of a sudden, that's 6 of 10. Not looking so hot anymore. And the baseball pass down court and with passing. Look at this.
This is a pass that not very many players can make from behind the free throw line on the money, but they're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, three ball in the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there.
Griner has it come off. Clark with the pull. Boston with a nice rim run. Christine, a little bit earlier, I asked Diana, what was your playing weight at UConn? She said 180. I said, what's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there were
25 pounds.
Few factors that.
Everything but the bucket that time from Phoenix.
Good job by Cunningham to quickly get on Clark.
Clark sinks the screen and got the layup and one.
He's going to be trailing on this. Watch right here. This is jail. Great screen by Boston. She holds the contact.
Now Clark trying to make something happen. Behind the back. Taps the basket and gets her first field goal in style.
Clark launches, nails it. 3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down. Her third 3 of the quarter.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're going at Stewart. And how about this for another creation of her shot? And
Jonquil Jones had the final say. First lead for the Liberty that didn't last long as Smith puts the Fever back on top. Clark, as we mentioned, only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today and gets the end one.
Clark hasn't shot the best in the second half, and this is just a great job. Little hesitation, change of speed.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a 3. Got a little separation.
Watch Caitlin Clark get a little separation there. See, when the hand extends from the body, that is usually when they call an offensive foul.
Kimbrough, she will launch. Samuelson, nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. Oh, it's Smith with the finish. Brilliance from Caitlin Clark.
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go, and the foul. Clark in the double digits.
Near the three-point line, and that's way too late with a caliber player like herself. But her ability to have great footwork is so fun to watch.
Still loose on the floor. Mitchell's been really active defensively tonight, and Clark launches for Mitchell. She gets rewarded.
And right here, lefty hit the left-handed layup.
Going through this zone, cross-court pass, Clark to Mitchell. Big 3 for Indiana, and it's Clark's 13 assists. This is the franchise record tire.
Today with plantar fasciitis, but her team is beating Indiana, and that's exactly what the Fever needed to start the fourth.
That might be one of the more contested looks that Caitlin Clark has gotten tonight, and that's what she knocked down. Like, she clearly just needs a defender right in her face.
Clark.
Uh-oh.
Buckled Carlton's knees.
Uh-oh. Erica Wheeler is beside herself in celebration down on the Fever side. Well, Caitlin Clark, one thing she got is handles. Finds her way to the rim to give her squad a lead.
Nice. Boy, Enrique gave it to McCowan, who couldn't finish. Behind the back again for Clark. Give her another assist and a chance for a three-point play for Smith. Mumbawale to McCowan, and now it's 10. Caitlin bottled up, but it doesn't matter.
Canny at the 3, Boston the rebound, getting her first minutes. Clark, the flick ahead, oh what a dime from Clark, and Jones lays it in. A gorgeous pass from Caitlin Clark.
This is one of the things that makes Caitlin Clark elite at the very top in terms of...
It takes 3 members of the national team to secure the rebound. Knocked away by Clark. Here's Clark ahead of the field. Caitlin Clark has her first All-Star point. Asian to take the lead. Reese the lay. Clark to Reese. What you've been waiting for.
Skip past Clark. Mitchell, corner 3, connects.
Man, just being able to get out of the way, get the defense back into the paint.
Alyssa Smith. Clark cutting. It's Mitchell with the finish.
And I knew why Kelsey Mitchell took that first shot. She wanted to give Clark that assist, and here she goes, dashing to the lane for that easy assist.
Mitchell has matched her season high with 28 points here on Caitlin Clark's 10th assist. Kelsey Mitchell's 2 28-point games this year have come right here on Ion against the Mercury.
Miss there from Lloyd. Clark, the fling ahead. Oh, what a dime! And Mitchell lays it in! And Caitlin Clark officially has the most assists ever for a rookie in this league's history. That is Clark's 5th technical this season. Oh, what a dime! Clark to Boston!
Yeah, Courtney Williams gave the fans a scare last night when she fell down on a fast break opportunity and a no-contact play. Clark hangs and gets the and one.
Quarter figuring out how to score on this Lynx defense, and it's about getting into the paint, and Caitlin Clark has had a couple different plays.
And now with 22 seconds to go, here's Clark off the screen. The three-pointer is good.
And she makes it look so easy.
Can't get 3 more, but we are under a minute to go now. Clark burning up the court. Gets the bucket and one.
This is the speed that she gets you on, her quick moves to get to the basket, up and down the court. Caitlin Clark takes it herself.
She still is trying to stay connected against Kelsey Mitchell. And Caitlin Clark knocks down her 3rd triple, just needs 1 more to tie.
But I like the play call. You put the ball in Ryan Howard's hands, let her run some point. Just give Indiana a different look offensively.
DeMaris Johnson.
Over that left shoulder.
Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits a 3. So maybe it was a good timeout. More than capable from the perimeter if you leave her open, and Harris off the screen. Her shot too strong, and now it's Clark. Launch ahead. Mitchell behind the defense.
I saw that online. Look, she plays hard. I like the way she plays. I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing. The game right now is just, at an all-time high for the females.
Off Caitlin when she gives the ball up.
Well, the Fever on a 15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again, heating up.
They've been trying. Chicago's been trying to find a way to get Rachel Banham going. That's one way.
Count the buckets. Caitlin Clark has an and one.
Defense, because you score and you think that's your time to take a breather.
And the W, and this guy is the president of the NBA players. They work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown carries it.
Well, the last time she was here, she had 19 assists, which broke a double. 5 triples. Caitlin, go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
And Mitchell knocks that one away. Here comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's Boston. An and one.
They want to stay with that tempo, maybe even tire the Fever out a little bit.
Clark working on Natisha Heidemann, who's just checked in. She's a good defender, too. And Clark, that was not easy, but got it to go. 6U pro out of Marquette. Did second rounder, who's really found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark just weaving her way inside through traffic and got it to go. This is a Minnesota defense that has been a lead all season long. Beaver had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana started, and maybe that'll help.
Man, I don't know about the call, but
Rotation, and you're probably going to have some mismatches.
Clark, step back 3. She connects.
I mean, this is beautiful. Watch this. Drives a longer, quicker defense. She's 4 for 4. 3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada, just got it up off the glass and got it to go. And we keep playing here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Clark led that furious comeback and gets us started here in overtime. All 8 of Las Vegas's points here, and that's been kind of the story for the Aces this year. As Clark got around Stokes, gets to the rim, lays it in, and a foul.
Going left, but going right. She has such a great change of pace, and she's learned to play through the contact.
Clark working on Plum here. Clark leans in, draws the foul, and knocks it down.
She earned this one. Plum really bodying Caitlin Clark.
And I'm glad you mentioned that tempo. They struggle. They don't play as well, but here is a huge steal, which again, they play so well in transition.
Here is Wilson missing from the mid-range. In fact, Bentley comes down with a rebound, and Clark turns on the Jets. Clark off the screen, drives inside, and the big shot is good.
Being able to finish out his last a little bit.
Clark, step back, hits a three!
And there it is. Again, one time.
She's only shooting 67% from three.
Clark on a step back, buries a three.
Into a ball screen.
Clark, yes! Her sixth three-pointer.
I don't know if Dolson was ready for that. It looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound. But she was right there in front. Clark, deep three. Was by Caitlin Clark. When she gets you going one way, she's going to bring it back the other. She leads the WNBA. Big-time buckets. Major impact. 10 points for her on 4 of 5 shooting. Clark split the defense.
To Clark. Clark trying to get around Mabry. Clark to the rim. Reverses it home through the contact.
Just in this game, she came out and set the tone right away in the first quarter.
There's Clark off the steal.
They're hoping that can discourage Alyssa Thomas from making some of her great passes.
No one picks up Clark, who cans the three. Jones, who's taking a moment to get up.
See Caitlin Clark coming down the left side, just so much space.
Neither of them has sat yet today. Dive inside, Clark off the steal. They get ahead to Mitchell, turns on the burners and serves it in. Here's Clark, working behind Boston. Clark for the lead. You bet!